Alrighty, here we go. We got another game coming up, Norsca, which I do not often play. Over here is my Norscan army against Skull Gamer 3 over here with Ratty Skaven man. Alright, let's take a look let's start by taking a look at my opponent's army build, his Skaven army build, the Ratmen of the Under Empire. On the flanks, he's got Clan Rat Spears, okay. Almost bottom tier infantry with spears along the flank, makes sense. Clan Rat shields, so just sword and shield. Regiment around, because I got fiery swords, the Clan Vulcan Tail Thrashers, so they got some buff stats. We got another regiment around, the Council Guard Storm Vermin, white furred Storm Vermin, that's like their top tier ratty infantry. Clan Rat shields, Plague Priest Spellcaster, Lore of Plague and nasty stuff. Clan Rat shields and Clan Rat spears. So it's very mostly chaffy infantry, mostly very not terribly strong infantry, but that's kind of normal with Caven. What the heck? Okay, there's a high elf pillar here that I just shot over, and we got here a warlord mounted on a bone ripper giant rat ogre. So there he's sitting up on top there, and he's riding that thing around. That's gonna just go around punching people. His back line. Let's take a look at his back line. He's got these guys, warp block Jezzails. So sniper rats. They're really pretty good for picking out big targets. He'll probably want to shoot at my trolls and my lord, because they're nice big juicy targets for those guys, for those sharp shooting, I believe armor piercing damage. They can do a lot of damage from far away, but of course you want to close with them, so I have plans for that. They also have it can zap a warp lightning cannons that shoots out green beams of nastiness lightning. That was not terribly effective in this batch. I mean, I would have laid my army out a bit differently. He's a bit clumped up. I would have probably put the artillery, tried to, if I could, on top of the hill if I was him. But in the back line, he's got two groups of rat ogres, basically juiced up ratties. Juiced up rats with big fists. Like to do a lot of hurting. To kind of move around like gorillas, basically, and they're hard hitters, so they're really good at causing terror and mulching infantry. Sorry, I'll give you a good look at them. Ain't they charming? And the charming. Now let's go take a look at my army, which is probably already advancing. So over here, yeah, that looks like the command order to attack is given. So I've got in my front line Norscan Marauder Berserkers, like barbarians, right? Like standard big Scandinavian. They always yell like, "Take it, Southerner," because they're like, yeah, Norsk and North. Yes, we get it. You're big, you're strong, you're from the frozen North. Marauder Berserkers, double axe wielding, light armor, but they do a lot of damage. They're really good at just grinding through weak infantry, because I figured the Skaven would bring weak infantry. It's Skaven are known for. So 3 groups of them. And then more spears on the side. Of course, spears on the flank are for dealing with larger units and cavalry. And in the center, Norscan ice trolls. Trolls can be really good, and I think they're going to be... I figured correctly they'd be ideal against Skaven because they're big, they're terror-causing, they're anti-infantry. So they're going to scare the Skaven because as rats, they're very cowardly and they like to run away a lot. So their morale is very weak, typically. It's what they're known for. And but trolls also have poor leadership, so I need to keep Throg, my lord here, the Troll King. He's like a very special troll. He's actually smart for a troll. And he's the commander of my army here. So I got to keep him close to my ice trolls to kind of keep their leadership up. They do have a bit of breaking a lot, but they do a lot of work for me. They have frostbite, which means they'll slow down any units they come into contact with, just from being very, very cold. In the back line, I've got 2 groups of javelins for kind of firing over the shoulders of my infantry into the enemy infantry. And back here, I forgot to put them into position. Marauders with great rapids, big dudes, big axes, yeah! And they're like, "Guys, wait for us! Where you silly poos going? You're going off to battle without us? Hold on, guys!" Yeah, they're coming. And then on my flanks, what have I got over here? I got one far flank. I really like these units. I really like Norscan Ice Wolves. Where are they? Here they are. I really like these guys. They're fast. They're really good. They kind of make up for the lack of cavalry and range in Norsca. They get around the flank. They attack, archers and range units. That's what I'm going to try and use them for, getting those snipers down and those getting in behind those big artillery pieces and kind of wrecking their crews. And they also have frostbite, so they'll slow down anything they attack. They're really good. And these are Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. They throw axes. They're armor-piercing missile damage. They're really great against anything, especially with armor, because of course armor-piercing. And they're going to be on one flank, coming around his, that is his left flank, and then coming around his right flank. Yeah, his right flank. I've got another group of ice wolves in the forest here. Sneaky, sneaky. Some more marauder horsemen, and ooh, what are these guys? Ooh, and skin wolves. Freaking skin wolves. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky through the bush. Yeah, so sneaky, sneaky through the bush going up there. I'm going to try and use the cover of the trees to get around his flank and come into the back. Anyway, let's speed this up and see how it plays out. So here we go, charging in with the trolls. He's prepared, he's bracing. He's kind of clumped up formation. He's going to start taking shots with his snipers soon. Yeah, there they go. Boom. Not doing as much as I would have thought. I figured they'd do a little bit more. I don't know what's happening with his warp lightning cannon. Doesn't seem to be firing anymore. I find that really strange. Maybe he's trying to reposition it. Don't get it. Where's his shots? Yeah, I don't know what's up with his warp lightning cannon. It's not doing anything. Yeah, what's he doing? Oh my god, did he set it to... Oh, jeez. That's not good. That's really not good for him. That's not a star move. Here come the trolls into the infantry. Oh, yep, that's good. There we go. Boom. Immediately, hopefully scaring them a bit. Berserkers coming in. Yep. They say, the spears. That's going to be good for the Berserkers. They're going to enjoy that. They're going to do well there. The javelins will be firing in. The Jazale's trying to hit the javelins. Coming in at the flanks, though, my wolves. Sneaky, sneaky up behind, but he's trying to chase them off with the rat ogres, and that's not a good fight for my wolves. I'm going to want to try and get them out, but I think I'm engaged elsewhere. No, okay, good. I managed to pull them out just in time. But meanwhile, these guys sneaky, sneaky through the woods on this flank. Little does he know. He's got a nice bunch up here. I don't know what he was doing with his cannons. I don't know what was going on with his cannons. That might have been what gave me the game, right? Is his range was somewhat compromised. But those Jazales, I think they got nerfed in the last update because they were just too strong. Because these are a recent addition to the game, these Jazales. And a lot of times when new units come out, they've got like ridiculous stats because they haven't been balanced in real game yet. And I think there's also maybe a marketing aspect where they want to like make the units super impressive to like kind of sell. So the wolves are getting into exactly what I want them to do, getting after those snipers. And all these wolves are coming around from the other side. This is exactly what I want them to do, compromise the ranged firepower. Where are my skin wolves? My skin wolves I didn't know quite what to do with. I'm going to send them back. I think I'm going to get them after the cannon crews, which is very good for them as well. My trolls have probably routed a couple times. These guys seem to be doing all right. The ideal thing for large units like that is to surround them with infantry, because that blocks off their hitboxes. You're kind of covering parts of their flanks and their bodies with infantry, so they can take less damage. Because being bigger, they have a bigger hitbox. They can take damage from more fronts. But if you're mixing them up with infantry, it's really ideal. So yeah, so I'm doing pretty good back here against their ranged units. That's pretty much it. Skin wolves, yes you are. Going after the snipers here, yep, good. And the wolves doing what they're supposed to. He's trying to use those rat workers fairly well, but and then the cavalry, I think they're running out of throwing axes. God knows how they carry so many. But that's right, that's ideal. So his back line is pretty much mine. I'm just finishing off the middle here, right? The trolls doing their work against the little ratties, right? And it's Throg versus the Bone Ripper. Bam! Just two monsters wailing on each other with the help of the trolls. Boom! The council guard there around his feet. So that's pretty good. Pretty intense battle. But like I said, backline's gone the way exactly the way I wanted it to. I don't know why I'm pulling out. Probably because the rat ogres are coming in. I think some of my wolves have been routed off, but I don't know about that. But I got plenty of infantry. Oh, I brought the skin wolves in to recharge these guys, send them off. They're not gonna be able to take that for long. Yeah! Wolfie, wolfie, wolfies! Werewolves, man! There we go. Rats running around. Whoa! Wolves. Sorry, trolls vomiting up. Frozen puke. Oh, and those are my marauders again. So it's basically that's it. Just finishing it off. Yeah. Oh. And there's the rat ogres. They look a lot like my skin wolves. Should try and get those rat ogres versus skin wolves to be a good fight, I think. Don't know which way it would go. Yeah, but basically the Berserkers doing pretty good. Let's take a look at some fights going on. Oh, Rat Ogre's throwing out a big punch. Oh, yeah. Bam! Bam. Ooh, just ow. Well, knocked his head off. Knocks your block off. How these wolves doing? Yeah. Total chaos. Glorious, glorious chaos. Oh, yeah, and my cavalry still in the back. These guys are great. They didn't lose like a... This group didn't lose like a single model. It's ridiculous. They've just been shutting down his ranged firepower. Still got some wolves back here, and they're still chasing them off. Yeah. Man, just look at the scenery. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this nice? Yeah. Wolfie, 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 go. They're gone. They're going to run out of the map. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Giselles. You were not so useful here. All right, and yeah, so just mopping up now. Takes a while with these ogres. But as soon as they start breaking, and then we have these guys I think are unbreakable, the Council Guard, must be. And they have a hero unit, he's gonna hold out a little bit longer, but no, he's gonna break. I don't know if these guys are unbreakable. I think I have to like, when they're unbreakable, you have to kill every single model, they won't run away. You have to like finish off every single model in the unit, which is, it seems to be what's going on here, because everything else is broken with these guys. Yeah, that's really odd for Skaven, yeah, but there we go. That should be it. Close victory. Yeah, I don't know how that was a close victory, but alright. Well, thanks Skull Gamer for an interesting victory. Let's see the kill list. Let's see who did the most kills. How did my trolls do? 108 kills, 98 kills. Oh, Skin Wolves, very good too. Down here, Skin Wolves did some nice killing. Norsca Ice Trolls did some nice killing. Yeah, very good, very good. Hey, these wolves, pretty good. 6! The hell, no treat for you. 73, that's pretty good on that side. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. 183 on. Oh, look at these champs. MVP. 243 kills on those berserkers. 53, yeah, that's, you chewed up through a lot of those. Let's see who got the most kills. See, look at that, 3 kills on that. What did he do wrong with that warp lightning cannon? What was going on? Was there a minimum rage? I have no idea. If anybody knows that, just tell me. Like, I don't know how he managed to not use that, because if he'd used that properly, probably would have been in the game. Yeah, the warp block DLC. See, I had 3 of them. I didn't notice the third group. Oh, well, whatever. I had 3 regiments around too, but who did his best damage? Yeah, the Rat Ogres did a lot, but they weren't in the main line. They were kind of running around the back, trying to fend off my attacks on the back. But yeah, so just let that be a lesson to you. Maneuver your cannons appropriately, right? I don't know what he did there, but I think maybe he moved them with the rest of his infantry or something like that, but they were not as effective as they could have been. If he'd brought those cannons to bear, things might have been a bit different. He could have probably knocked out some trolls quite easily using the Giselles and the cannon on them. But because they got to charge, I think that was basically it. Once you get big terror-causing units in contact with the Skaven line, and you can hold there, the terror is going to take effect eventually, and the Skaven are going to run. The musk of fear, they'll smell. That's what they call it. Anyway, that's another game, and for the boys back home, and have a good one.